Hello, my friends. I have a quick Q&A answer for you today. This is based on a few months ago now. Oh, there's just been so much to post on YouTube. I haven't been able to get to this yet. But a few months ago, someone asked me this fun, I thought, question, which was about my personal workout week. Kind of what does my plan look like? And I thought that was just such a fun question to answer, and I thank you guys for asking. I think it's kind of fun. I don't know how much personal stuff you guys want to know about me. Let me know in the comments if you want to know more things about kind of my actual life. But I also don't want to bore you with answers about my life if you are more interested in me answering questions that are more clinical or about issues you might be dealing with. But again, I just thought I'd take this opportunity to answer this question about what works for me personally with my workouts. So I'd say a typical workout week for me is every single day. Really the only thing consistent about every single day is that I always go on a walk. Every single day, rain or shine. If I don't get my walk in, I feel so off for the whole day. So this is truth. I have to do my walk in the morning because again, if I don't, I just don't have the energy. I don't have the motivation. I just don't feel right in my body. I actually, Monday through Friday, walk my son down to the bus stop. So that's a great start for me. It gets me out the door, gets my shoes on. Of course, that's always the worst part, is getting the shoes on and getting your your coat on and all of that. But I get out the door with my son, we walk down to the bus stop, and then I drop him and I keep going. So I keep going on my walk, and my typical walk is usually about 2 to 3 miles. So that's what I do every single day. And on the weekend, I still get my walk in. I just do it a little bit later. It's usually a more leisurely morning. So beyond my walk, which by the way, sometimes in my walk, I will be ridiculous and I'll do some prancercising. Not kidding you. I have a video on prancercising. Or luckily I live kind of in the country, so not a lot of people around. But I'll do that. Or sometimes if I'm really feeling spunky, but this isn't often, sometimes I will run a little bit. I'll do little running intervals. I won't necessarily do a super long run. I won't run the whole time, but I'll do little running intervals. I don't know, it's just really based on if I feel like it or not. And oftentimes I don't feel like it, and I don't feel bad about that at all. I used to be completely obsessed with running. That's what I did throughout high school and then throughout college and even early adulthood, and even way too soon after I had my son, which kind of started my whole prolapse thing in the beginning, is I was obsessed with running. I was like, I have to run. If I don't get my run in, it wasn't a workout. But I do not feel that way anymore. I love my walking for the mind-body connection, it's kind of my spiritual time. I like to do my praying when I'm on my walks. Again, luckily I live out in the country, so I just look at it as a time to be alone with myself and let my mind clear and have my spiritual practice and get some exercise while I'm at it. Beyond that, I guess the other pretty consistent thing is yoga. And I do go to a group yoga class once a week. I go to a wonderful class. I love the teacher. It's so good for me to get out there and see what other people are teaching their students, what other people are doing, seeing how they cue. I've learned so much from going to these classes, and plus it's just nice to have that community. But frankly, I don't have time to do a bunch of yoga classes every day. I just can't do it, because between the drive to the studio and then the drive home and just I don't know, it's an hour-and-a-half class, and so that's a little longer than I typically take. So what I do is I usually do yoga probably a total of 5 days a week. So 1 day a week at this class that I go to, and about 4 days a week I will do something at home. But sometimes that's just 20 minutes of my own thing, like some sun salutations or whatever. Or sometimes I'll do a video. I love doing YouTube videos. I will either, practice for a video that I'm going to record and share with you, or I'll do someone else's videos on YouTube. Like I love Yoga with Cassandra. I love Brett Larkin yoga. I love Yoga with Adrienne. There's all sorts of amazing yoga channels out there on YouTube that I personally love and practice with. Now, I think it's really important to balance cardio. So for me, that's my walking and sometimes running, and strength training and flexibility. So I love yoga because it sort of includes the strength training and the flexibility, because with my yoga, I'm doing a lot of body weight pushing moves. I'm having to really, use my arms and my muscles to lift my body weight, and my body weight is like my weight. But if I feel like I need a little more, I will pump some iron. Although not too hardcore, just because, I don't know, that's not my interest personally. Although I have nothing against, if your pelvic floor can handle it and your core strength is spot on and your body mechanics are spot on and you're breathing correctly and lifting correctly, then girls, more power to you. You lift heavy things. You go for it. I love that. But for me, I just choose to use weights that are between 8 to 12 pounds. And I usually do a very basic routine of arm curls, some overhead presses, some triceps moves, some moves for my mid back. So I'll do some very basic moves there. And I have done some videos on YouTube that have my upper body weight routine, and I can link to those as well. So I might do some weights. I'd say probably 2 times a week or so. It just sort of depends on how I'm feeling about my yoga that week. If my yoga has been a very strong practice, then I probably won't do any weights because I've been lifting my body weight the whole week. But if I've been doing more restorative yoga or yin yoga, then I will probably do some weights. I'll include them because, again, you really need to balance the flexibility, the strength training, and the cardio no matter what you choose to do. So amongst all that, I mean, that's really my workout week. And I will also try to do something to just move more throughout the day. If I find that I'm doing long hours of editing at the computer or I'm just not as active as I want to, I'll sometimes go for a second walk, a very short walk just around the block, or I'll do a little kitchen dance party or an office dance party or something just to get my heart rate up. I might even just do some push-ups in the kitchen or, at the countertop, or I'll do some squats or whatever it is, some jumping jacks. My pelvic floor is to the point where I can totally handle jumping jacks. It's no problem. And I think they're the most awesome, old school exercise that, they're fun. They get your heart rate up and they just make you feel like, whoa, I have so much energy now. I'm ready to take on more. So that's my workout week. I have a lot of fun with it. And I think the real key is that there's not any rules. The only rule I have, like I said, is that I walk every day, but that's just because I love it. I love it. And I know most people, or some people I should say, can't necessarily relate to that. But I can promise you that I was not always this way. I was not always into exercise and fitness and movement. I never thought that I'd be that I'd feel this way, but I do, and my life is better for it. I feel like I have more energy. I feel like I look better. I feel better. Everything is better since I really made this consistent as a part of my life and at the beginning of the day. Because again, if I wait till the end of the day, my back hurts, my body hurts, and sometimes I just won't do it because the day gets away from me and I've missed out on that opportunity. So I really think if I had any pieces of wisdom it would be just to whatever you choose to do for your workout, whatever lights you up and whatever you love. For me, it's walking. Whatever you love, I really encourage you to do it earlier in the day rather than later because then you're not going to forget it. You're not going to miss it. And it's going to start your day off on a good note. So that's my workout week. I hope that was fun for you. And again, if you want to, if you have any more random questions about me, I might not answer all random questions, but I am totally fine with getting personal and sharing details about my life to an extent. So either send me a email or you can put a message in the comments below this video and just let me know. So thanks for watching. And as always, remember, eat clean, move every day, and you will shine brighter. Bye guys.